Hey folks, are you a southerner? A southerner. Now they say that Texas is kind of, they say, why is Texas different than all the other southern states? Then they're saying, well, Texas is basically its own deal. It's kind of a central, but they have more south leaning. But what do you think of this? What do you make of this? Are you a southerner? They were saying on liberal media that when Harris loses, well, I think they said, yeah, kind of like when she's going to lose. I think they slipped. They meant to say, I think they meant to say if she loses, or in the unfortunate occurrence that she loses the election. They were saying this. So I'm not really quite sure exactly what they were getting at. But this has been reported more than once and on a couple of different liberal media platforms. Some on the internet, some streaming, some on television, some on cable access. But it has been stated now a number of times on the liberal media platforms. I haven't heard it on conservative platforms. I kind of scroll around and get little headlines, and I'll go to see if it's really real. It might say, former President Obama was married to a man named Big Mike. Well, that's not really newsworthy. It's not really anything I'm that interested in, and I really don't know if I believe that. But they will put out a bunch of stuff, a little clickbait, click, 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 to get you to click. So some of that thing, that's probably just clickbait. Someone's making it up. They made up some fake polls. I think some were exposed on Rasmussen. Is it a Rasmussen something site? They exposed some of the fake polls. One of them had Kamala Harris in 70 different polls, leading Trump nationwide by 6 points. Well, in reality, they believe Trump is leading by 2.5 points nationwide, and he's also going to pick up those states. So that's a popular vote. He leads by 2.5 polling points in the popular vote. He doesn't need the popular vote, as we've found on the passes, because he's probably going to win. I feel he will win. He's going to win the Electoral College because the states he has are pretty strong. She has California, she has a few, but Oregon and Washington are kind of like, yeah, we don't really like her. So I don't know why they don't like her. Why doesn't Oregon like her? Oregon? Why don't you like her? I don't know. Maybe they like running around looking at beavers swimming in the lake, building a dam. I'd rather watch a beaver. I probably would too. Watch a beaver build a dam than hear Kamala Harris speak, or Biden, or Trump, for that matter, because I like to watch beavers build. Don't forget to subscribe. But they're saying now this, woo, and this has got some people angry. They're saying that the abortion issue is nationwide. It's people are either pro-abortion, against abortion, or don't really have an opinion on abortion. But it's a nationwide phenomena, a nationwide issue. She's a woman, Harris. She is a woman, but there's been some success with women. They say, some people are saying, I don't know, is it true, that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. So if it's really, really a bias against women, how did she do that? How did she do it? I don't know if she's from New York City, or is she from Arkansas? I don't know where she was from. But Hillary Clinton, they say, who said that? That she won the popular vote. So if you win the popular vote, then obviously women can have some success, right? They're allowed to have some success. But what they're saying now is this. This is what they're saying. Southerners, don't get your tail feathers in a frenzy. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get your whatever. Don't get your powder dry. Keep your powder dry. Keep your powder wet. Don't get angry. Don't get feisty. Don't get fixing to get angry, y'all. But anyway, I have a mom that is from North Carolina. North Carolina. And I used to argue with people that they said we're from the South. Well, you know what? Really, if you look at California, where we were southern to them, and they said, so we're southern to where they are in the south to north. But they were southern back when they started the first 13 colonies, whatever. They were in the southern part, and then the northern part was places like New York. That's what they said. But anyway, they're now saying this. Get ready. Hold on. Don't get angry. Don't get mad. Don't scream. Go to write to the media companies and tell them, hey, screw you guys if you don't believe it. If you think it's true, say, hey, yeah, right on. I don't know. We're fixing to get angry here, folks. So I know people that live in the South, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina. I know people from back there. I served in the military in Texas, and some people say that's the South. Some people say it's not the South. In the South, if it is, or the central United States if it's central. I did temporary duty in Nevada. Temporary duty I've done in North Carolina. So, and then I served here in California as well. So multiple places I served, had time to spend with people. A lot of people, they like to eat catfish, yuck. There was a lot of Texas catfish and chicken fried steak. In North Carolina, same thing. Sweet tea. I remember I first got drinks. Whoa! When I heard about sweet tea, I thought you add a teaspoon of sugar. I didn't realize you had to cook it in a pound of sugar for one glass. Woo! That's sweet. I went to a place called Pizza Man, I think it was, right there by the base near Seymour, Johnson Air Force Base, and Fort Bragg changed its name. What's Fort Bragg called? Like, can you have a name that's been around forever? No, you cannot. But they're saying this. This is what they're saying. Unlike Hillary Clinton, unlike other candidates, the Southerners, the Southerners are so prejudiced, so biased, so racist, they won't vote for her because she is black. Is she black? I don't know. Some people are saying she's 1/4 black. I guess when she goes and campaigns in those areas, she must say, I'm a Southeast Indian lady, Asian. My family's from India. Maybe that's what she's going to use there. They always seem to kind of change it around. You see a lot. Biden does it. Trump does it. Biden's the king of it. I was born in a all black neighborhood. No, you weren't. I was, I was raised in the black church. I was raised in the mosque. I was raised, none of it was true. That's one of the reasons people were sadly disenfranchised, upset with that Joe Biden fella. But what do you make of that? Let's all chime in. I tried making a poll to ask would you like to be president, but the poll thing, it never really works. The community, for me, you have to have a minimum of 500 subscribers, and I have almost 13,000. But they'll say, "Oh yeah, you're not eligible." I'm not. This is the only requirement, which you must have over 500. You can't violate any of their terms, which I do. Not violate their terms. I have over 500, and I do not violate their terms to put a poll in community. But it won't let me. So maybe we'll just handwrite it out and just have our own poll. But this is speaking to the whole country, but specifically to those in the South. If you're a Southern person, so they're saying that y'all are too prejudiced, biased, you're racist, you're all white supremacists, you're Nazis, whatever that is that they're going to classify you as. They like to put you in a pigeonhole, a pinhole, whatever it is. There's a place they want to put you. They want to put you in a box as a bunch of hillbilly racists running around with a pointy white hat. I guess, I don't know. From what I was listening to, I was going, what? I kept thinking that was a parody. It was something from Saturday Night Live. It wasn't true. No one is that stupid. But that was my thought. No, I'm not a Southerner. I'm Southern California. But what I'm saying is, I thought, they can't really be reporting that in 2024, that in 5 months from now, or whatever, in November, we're going to have an election, and the woman who is likely running for that spot will not be elected, only due to the racism of the South. I know a lot of racists out here. Are they my buddy? Are they my pal? Some of them I know. I mean, hey, how's it going? But I know that they're racist. I know that they don't like people that are not like them. A lot of people, if they knew I was Jewish, probably like me. I have a big nose. I think it's obvious, but a lot of them will talk bad about, screw the Jews, blacks do this, and blah, 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 what are the Mexicans? And they'll do that to me. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I'm not living currently, I don't live in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. I don't live in Tennessee. I don't live in Florida, wherever they consider the Southerners that are going to be too racist, and they're going to cost Kamala her rightful path into the White House. What do you think about that? Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, or dislike. Say, screw that, that's not true. But anyway, and also, does she have a rightful path? Did they kind of screw over that Biden fella? I was never really a huge fan. I thought he was pretty dishonest. I don't think he did very much. I'm a one voter who lives in California, so it doesn't really matter what I think. What do you think? So, Southerners, are you going to steal this election from Kamala Harris? Is it your fault? We're trying to find out whose fault it's going to be when she loses. They're looking at you. We're looking at you, North Carolina. We're looking at you, Georgia. We're looking at you, Florida. We're looking at you, Virginia, West Virginia. We're looking at you. We say it's your fault. I don't say it. People are saying it. Who are people? Well, people that have probably, I think they're just probably trying to rabble rise or shake their saber rattling, whatever. I think they're just trying to say that to be considered relevant. Fox News, number one by a long shot. So if you're not Fox News, you're not number one. So what are you going to do? Let's stir the, only here on CNN or only here on MSNBC, you'll see our story about how this black lady will not be allowed to have a job because she's a black lady and not a white lady. Southerners, did you do that? Okay. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.